Hi guys, Ralph here. Right, 6 months ago you might remember I built this. Now it's coming up to needing a bit of a service. Things are clogged up. I've already blown out a couple of times with this, but it's definitely clogging up. It's running a bit slower, so it does need booting up, getting a bit more. So what I've done, got that for Christmas, some extra memory, DDR4, 2x8 gig and 3200 megahertz. So I'm going to give this a cut down, strip down and get a good clean, and then fit the if anyone remembers the video, it was absolutely a pain in the arse getting this in, because there's a liquid cooler underneath here, the radiator, so that needs to come out to put these in, to put that back in. So there's a couple of things I want to do as well. I mean, the only criticism I've got with this case is this band here. There's one blue LED here, and I kind of sit to the right hand side of this, and it just kind of doesn't, it just fades away. So I might put another blue LED here, but also with my card reader, the power light and the working light, you can see it through the card slot in here, which is a bit annoying. So I'm going to black out the sides of it, so only the front bit's going to be shown. But other than that, it's just a strip down and a clean. So let's get on with it, shall we? This was the Corsair, oh God knows what case. Maybe they ought to have actually put on the side what it was supposed to have been. It's not on the back. No, that's just a barcode made in China. Okay, let's get into this thing, shall we? Right then, first things first. 4 thumb screws, each corner, slide off the back, keep them out of the way. I'm taking both sides off because I really want to blow this thing out right. Clear it on, clear on the side, once a good clean. Leaving me with a very dusty mess. So, right, if you can see, you can't. You can see down there, that's where the 2 memory slots are. I need to put another section there and there, but actually this fan might just be in the way, so I might just take that off. It might be easier. I'll take that out. So I need to undo, rip out, blow out, do fans, do the memory card reader, LED if I can reach it at the front here, clean out everything. Plus I'm going to dim down this fan at the back as well, so it just seems to glow blue, and it's a bit annoying after a bit. Oh, I can see inside here. I'm not sure if you can get that. Let's try and zoom you in. The radiator inside here. Look at the fans behind the pipe, please. Thank you. Yeah, clogged with dust. That really wants doing. And I'm getting covered. So first job for, I mean, actually the filter on the bottom for the power supply. It's snowing in here. Right, I'm gonna get this outside and get it blown, because I'm covering not myself but everything in here in dust. As usual, using the CompuClean, very high pressure blower, basically a vacuum reverse. Here we go. Wow, dirtier than I thought. I'll carry on with this, get back in a sec. Right then, clean dish. I've had a right nightmare trying to get the drives out the front here, because I want to try and get the card reader to, well, try and make it not bleed light out too much. But I've got one screw, I don't know what the hell we're thinking of, but I have right trouble getting it out. It's properly stuck in, but I managed to drill it out and that's ruined, but I've got tons spare anyway. So both drives are out, memory card, graphics card's out, my SSD's there, got 4 hard drives over here. It's looking a lot cleaner than what it were. Now, I don't know whether or not to take that fan out and swap it with something else. There's a nice blue blow behind it, but it's just, there's just too much. So, but we do need to get down here to start with. So I think I'm got no chance. I need to take that fan out. If we can take that fan out, I think I'm laughing. It's not been a bad computer, this one, over the past 6 months. It's been pretty good. But the case is fine, it's not too big, not too small. The whole lot of it, yeah, it's been fine so far. If I just took that away somewhere. So that second one there. No, I didn't need to actually. Oh, idiot. Because that's already off, that's power for the, yeah, power for the graphics card. So front's off as well, that's over here, so I can get a good cleaning, which isn't too bad actually. I was just saying about the LED strip on the front, which is here. Now for some reason, this is it here. One LED there, one LED there. So I'm going to plug this in to see whether or not one's actually gone, or why it's gone, or if it's just not pointing in the right direction. Let me get a cable and see what I can find. Now we're plugged in. Let's turn that off a second. So we're watching there and watching up here. And power button's there. So it does actually light up. It just doesn't seem to. Oh, because the side I'm on. So, okay. So you've got the internals on red at the moment, and that blue at the back just looks stupid. So I might just cut off the cables on that and ignore it, and just leave this to light up itself, the motherboard, and not have that one. But the problem with that, the cables are right in the corner there. So, one thing at once. Let's start with, because that's not coming off, that's staying where it is, even though I could do with taking it off. No, leaving it. Right, I need to take that fan off. Yeah, easier said than done. Okay, fan out. Now, there's the slots I need to get to, so I've got a cable over it, which I think may just be in there for a lower fan. What I could have done with actually moving that down here. I don't think there's a fan header on there. So, there and there. I'll be lucky if I can get that in there without anything being disturbed. Actually, I'm not sure if that's. I'm going to take these two out as well. If I can get them out that way, then I'll be happier. So there is no two over there. The cable's over here. I've still got some dust on there anyway, so I need to blow that off. No, that goes round to the front. Okay, so I've powered the front fans off of up here because there wasn't one on the bloody front. Okay, fine. And the system fan there, so I've done one off there and one off. Yeah, a bit wider. Maybe up more there. The one that's down here powers one of the fans on the front, the other one isn't. That's not a problem. So I need to just untangle these cables a little. Now that one goes to where? That goes to the. That's the actual main one for. Oh, okay, if I can get these out of the way and maybe push in. I mean, the DDR's not bad actually, these. If that one will go in, I'll be lucky. I think we're not in. Hang on, I put that wrong way. No, I am. I'm right. Shit. I was the wrong way around. That could have been nasty. Right, tie that in there. Get in and oof, lucky. So, new two. I've had no problem so far with these. A pretty decent speed anyway, so let's get one out. Let's get a quick blow. Hold on, let's pause you a second. Right, blown out. Right, let's get that in. Still got the same problem with the radiator on top. Three in. Look a little close. No, they're fine. I've sat on these since Christmas. And they've done them. I think it's just dreading trying to do this. I don't want to go. Done. Okay, haven't bent anything, they're done. So fan back on, and we're away. Okay, quite happy with that. So that's ready for when the graphics card goes in. Cables are in there for the CD, DVD drive, and yeah, nice and clean. A little bit of tape there now, but it gives them monkeys, you can't see it usually. Actually, let's hide it behind here. Yeah, better. Because that pulls into there. Could actually do with being through here and then up, but yeah, stuff it. That's enough. More than enough faffing, I think. That goes up. Where's that go to? That's the front panel, isn't it? Oh, that goes to the back. Oh no, don't matter. Because that one's used for the memory card, right? Get graphics card. I'm going to give it a bit of strip before I do the rest of the stuff anyway. So 2 secs. Okay, I said I wasn't going to, but all I've done with this, took these 4 screws off here on my Gigabyte 970. Go our way around. There we go. Come on. It's 970 4 gig. It's, yeah, it'll do. Take the screws off. Fan comes out, blow inside down the vents. Not a full service, but it wasn't done not long since anyway, so I'm fine with that. So that can go back in. And right, next job. I'm going to strip this back down and I'll try and block off the side of these for the lights. So that can, I'm going to put that back in now actually. So that's done. We're almost done with this. Okay, I've got my card reader out. Now I've got this covered in plastic. I don't know whether or not if I can peel this off. It's just standard shrink wrapping sort of stuff in it. Yeah, I'll peel that off at my leisure. Satisfying. 2 screws hold it in. This has actually been in plastic caddy and 4 holes and they just break. This is such a crap caddy. So I'm trying to fix it. I'm going to put a bit more hot glue on these, try and strengthen them up a little bit. Might work, might not. We'll see what's what when I get it back in. So 2 screws. Let me take the top off this. There we go. I need, yeah, over there while that's drying, moving everything. So 2 internals, 2 externals and 4 holding it in place. So it looks like that just slides off of, he says. That's tight. Okay, I'm going to mark the top of that at the top, because there's no notch at all on this. So notch is at the top and that just slides on. Right, so the LEDs, and the bloody hell the LEDs. Is that it? Just them two? Wow. So they're kind of shining upwards. They're absolutely tiny. And you focus in. Come on, you know you want to do it. There. It's absolutely ridiculously tiny. And same on the opposite side. You don't want to focus today, do you? Come on. Come on. Oh, buggy then. Right, there it is. That's the size of my finger. I've not got big fingers. Right, so I've got to somehow get this. Oh, I just realised something. I'll just pop the front off. Not any problems whatsoever. Right, if I can put something alongside here, just to kind of block, and that will separate anyway, to stop it bleeding through inside of here. That could be easy, it might be difficult. I don't know. Come back in a minute and I'll show you what I've done. Okay, surprisingly enough, I'm done. So I put some hot glue either side of these LEDs. I think I might have covered that one. The other one's fine. Put a bit of wall up. Just on the plastic inner as well. Put a bit of a gaffer tape to try and cover up any light coming bleeding from the inside. I'm going to make a little bit of cut so that it just slots perfectly on there. But I need to know exactly the right spot to cut it. But I do that after the board's in. So just did a reassembly. Put things back together. And we'll see if this works. Right then, faffing done with on the caddy, on the memory card slot holder. Now if you can get it in there. Get a torch as well actually. Right. There we go. You can see in there it's a bit more darker on the sides, the gaffer tape and the paint. So hopefully this might work and just show through the power lights. But I don't know. If it don't work, it's not the end of the world. So we'll put this back in. I've got a quick blowout of this to do, even though I've never opened this DVD writer. Shame really, because I remember spending fortune on CD writers and DVD writers back in the day, and you just don't use them. Everything just memory card or it's digital download, and it's a shame, but it's better than having scratch CDs. So we let it blow out, and I put these in and test whether or not that works or not. Hopefully it should. So starting to reassemble a lot more now. Need to get some more screws because a couple of these were rounded off anyway, so we'll get a few extra from the part of the box that I've got tons of stuff on. So give me a few minutes and let's get this wrapped up, shall we? Right, everything's in. All I want to do now is I want to look at that to try and either take the LEDs off it or replace the fan. And replacing it's going to be a pain in the arse because I can't get into that corner where the fan header is. But I might just try and take off. I just realised something. I wonder why I've got a magnet in my pocket. I wonder why my jumper was sticking to the computer. But yeah, I'm going to see if I can take the LEDs off that and just run it as a fan, because it's just annoying. Sometimes having really lots of lights, which is really appropriate, and there's others that are just not. So far it's absolutely running perfectly to plan. Sorry. Everything's in. Cards on the front. If that works perfectly, I'll be really happy with that. It doesn't really glow as much. Like I said, there's times when you want LEDs, you want to show off what you've got, but there's other times you just want it nice and dark and just, yeah, just leave you alone in nice quietness. So give me a second, I'll get that, have a look at what I can do with that. Okay, I've kind of chickened out a little bit. I've not took the LEDs off. I want to be able to reverse this. It's a decent Corsair fan anyway. It's not like a cheap crappy one. All I've done is I've put some black pen on where the LED comes, brights out onto here. So on all four sides, one over here as well, up here. So it will still glow a little bit blue, but I've kind of, it's reversible. So let me put this back in place, and we're almost done now. Okay, all done and complete. Right, all we need to do is power up and see if any of this actually works. So sockets in. I'm going to look at that to start with. As we're going round, power switch is put on this corner here. That is a power switch. Oh, hold on a minute. Plug the glue gun back in. Right, so we're watching. Turn that off. I don't want it too bright. That. I'll be panicking then for a second. That's in. You're out. Good. I don't think it's dimmed it much. You've got a lot of backlight. Cover this over. The back's still glowing quite a bit. Not as much as. Maybe it'll be all right. Right, I've got a red light down there, which boot in, go in, happy in, done. Right. Let me take you off the stand a second and show you the front. I mean, you can see on, I'm sure you can see there's a light there, and it kind of, when you're at one angle, one side lights up a bit more than the other. Looks good, but as these two lights, I've still got glowing green under there and glowing red. Really at the back in it. There's nothing much I can do about that. Just with these two lights up front. They're always on, which is concerning. But yeah, this is booting up fine. Turn it off before it starts anything else. But yeah, what to do is cover on. Luckily with this having the bowing out part of it, the pipes for the radiator don't catch. So top on, screws on, screw on, and then we're done. So, job sorted. It is almost as simple as that to do this. If you want to do your own computer, go for it. Take the sides off, blow it out. Still do recommend them blowers. There's one gadget that I've bought over the times, and it's definitely one of these. It's absolutely brilliant. I mean, just make sure you don't clog that hole up at the bottom, because that's your inlet and there's your outlet. Still do recommend these, CompuClean. I wish they'd get in touch with me, because they're absolutely bloody brilliant. Better than compressed air by a mile. I mean, one, you don't run out of this until it blows up. Still, not a sponsored link, but not to worry. Right, so, thanks for watching. I'm going to put an extra bit at the end of this video, if this actually works. Oh, by the way, I cut myself again. I don't do a job well, I'd always do a bad job if I don't cut myself. If I cut myself, it's a good job. DIY and everything. So I'll put a bit on the end of this video, see if this does actually work. If there isn't anything on the end of this, then there's going to be a teardown. But I can't see this not working, so I'll put an extra bit on the end of this. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, follow me on Patreon. Well, consider being a Patreon, consider donating stuff so I can faff around in the garage and get it working. And follow me on Twitter, Facebook lately, don't bother, because something's wrong. So my account for some reason has been stopped, so I can't get back on Facebook. But follow on Twitter, follow on Discord, comment below, send me an email, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. And there you have it, all done, and it actually works. My 3-monitor setup, keyboard working well. I'm on the my nighttime light setting. I do love these, the fans that I made there. All different colours, purples, blue, reds. It's absolutely brilliant. It gives a good backlight and a nice cool breeze in front of you as well. So, computer's working well. Ignore that, that's from Elite Dangerous. If you see on the front of here, you can, the green does bleed out a lot more. Could have done a bit more thought on that. But the red's not that bad actually. There's a little bit there, but all I wanted was these two lights up front rear done. But The internals I've got, there's a blue on the board now coming through, you can barely see that, but the board is like a blue. I mean, I've got a brick wall there, so I can't exactly do much. I can't really turn it around, it's in the wrong position for the room. The blue at the back there is from the fan that we tried changing, but so far everything's working perfect. So, yay! Job done.